Nation! It's your boy, Killer Keemstar. Let's get raw into the nudes! Okay, so we're gonna talk about week 12 of the PCL. I'm gonna take a fucking sip of water. That intro is fucking tough. Respect to Killer Keemstar. That dude has a fucking sick-ass intro. We are here for week 12 of the PCL Season 3. This season. Wow. Let me tell you about this season. Wow. This season has been fucking great. There's been a lot of ups. Beating Milotic in a 1-0 victory that was very, very narrow. That was a lot of fucking... That was really cool. Ian, my game with Ian, I think we were really, really good. The battle with Harshal was obviously a highlight. Because we were, nobody knew who was going to win. This season has just been fantastic. And to say that it's coming to an end is kind of a lie, but the playoffs are coming up soon. We've obviously made playoffs, as you know. We are going to top our group. I believe we're going to come second as long as we win, which is really, really cool. We come second overall, only to Milotic. So, fucking high props there, lads. But, it's been a great season. And to say it's over is kind of sad. Now it's not technically over because we have the playoffs, of course, but the regular season is over. And I'm honestly really, really sad because this season was really, really fucking fun. We've had so many great moments, like I said, and a lot of downs as well. But I think overall, playing this season has just been so much fun, and I wouldn't change any of it. It was just too much fun. And, I knew everyone in there already, but I made some, closer friendships. Like, for example, Milotic and me, we knew each other, and we haven't really talked, but Milotic is really fucking sound, and after talking to him, he's a really, really awesome dude, and hopefully we get to play him in the playoffs. We'll see how that happens, but final week, it's only poetic justice that we actually do play Champ in week 12. Champ, if you don't know, is a South London Sylveons. He is currently 5-6. With a +5 differential. We are 8-3 with a +21 differential. Now the thing is, for us, this game doesn't matter. You can actually stop watching this video right now and you can be on your merry way. The reason that it doesn't matter is because we've already qualified. This game doesn't matter for us. I'm actually just going to move this down a little bit because it looks nicer. This game doesn't mean anything to us because we've already qualified. But it doesn't to us. It means a whole lot to Champ. If Champ beats us, there's a very, very slim chance that he might be able to make playoffs. But it depends on 2 people losing. Doesn't matter about differential for anyone. But as long as those 2 people loses and he wins, he will make playoffs. Now, if we lose this game and Champ wins, that obviously doesn't mean he's guaranteed. Because obviously only if one of those people win, Champ's out again. So it's very, very close at the moment. And it's very, very up in the air about who's going to make it through. But this game could be important for that. If we beat Champ, it's cut and dry for Champ. He's definitely not making playoffs. If he wins, there's a slight chance. We obviously don't want to let that. Not because we're a dickhead and we hate Champ, because we love Champ. He's an awesome dude. It's because I don't want to play Champ again. Because in the week 6, week 6 when we played him first, we played the first game of Master Yen's debut. And we had a really, really good game. And the reason I say great is because not because we played really, really well, which we did, and I think Champ played really, really well as well. I think we both played really, really well. The reason I think it went so well is because everything went to plan. Nothing backfired, except for Nidoking. That was kind of, everything went to plan. And all my plans came to fruition. This week, I'm hoping for the same thing. However, I don't think I could do it a third time against Champ. And like I said, again, even if we lose this game, doesn't mean too much. And even if Champ qualifies, that doesn't mean we'll play him in playoffs. Necessarily. We could. That's why I don't want to let it happen. So if we beat him right here, that would be nice for us. Just because it means it's gone. It's done. We don't have to play him ever again in this season, which is nice. See, the first week, I threw in all of my strategies. This week, I'm kind of doing the same thing again. And I don't think I could do it, third week. And this is I think this is actually one of the most confident games I've ever been most confident after team building. Because I feel like this team is literally, I don't think I change anything. I think we're perfect. I think we're perfect. That being said, Champ scene on the right, as you can see, Mega Beedrill, Tapu Bulu, Victini, Empoleon, Raikou, Porygon, Z is a Z Crystal Mon, Flygon, Crabominable, Licky Licky, Mismagius right on. Our team, The 6 we are bringing, alright in front of it, we are bringing Tapu Koko, Fury, we're bringing Virizion, Kokiri, we're bringing Metallica the Bronzong, Brock the Regirock making his debut for the Cork City Cyndaquils. We have Dynamo the Mega Scizor, and we have Slippy the Seismitoad. Now, let's start off with a few things. We'll run through my team, and then I'll predict the 6 he's going to bring, and then just talk about mons that I definitely don't see coming. Which, to be honest, on Champ's team, I really only see 1 or 2. So, Tapu Koko's running a Choice Scarf set once again. Electric Surge, of course, with Wild Charge, with Brave Bird U-Turn, and Dazzling Gleam. Now, the reason we're running this set is because it's really, really good. It worked out really well against Champ last time, even with a few fuck-ups we made at the end, near. We still won that game, and Tapu Koko was still able to come through. With, I believe, Tapu Koko scored us the win at the end, killing the Licky Licky and the Beedrill, which was, I believe it killed Beedrill. Yeah, I think so. So, Tapu Koko is really, really awesome. Now, we ran the Choice Scarf set the first week, and that was actually just like because I was like, there's no 6th mon I need. It'd be nice to have 1 mon that outspeed Beedrill. Let me just throw a Choice Scarf on Tapu Koko, see what happens. It ended up winning us the game. It actually saved us the game. Because if Tapu Koko wasn't Choice Scarf at that moment in that game, we would have lost, guaranteed. Because he was at +3 with Fell Stinger with his Mega Beedrill. So, you know what? We're doing it again. Now, the reason that this set is a little bit different is because this week, instead of running Himpa Rice, we're running Dazzling Gleam. Now, the reason we're running Dazzling Gleam is because after talking to Champ in our post-analysis, you know, just in a Discord call, it wasn't a video or anything, if you're wondering, we were just talking about the game, just talking about what we could have done differently, and just basically ladding out. And he said that his Flygon was Yachi Berry, and he was hoping that I would lead with Tapu Koko, click Himpa Rice, not kill, and then he kills me with Earthquake. And that would have worked if I led with Tapu Koko. I didn't, so thankfully that, you know, we didn't have to fuck up. So I'm running Dazzling Gleam instead of Hidden Power Ice just because. The only thing that Hidden Power Ice would hit that Dazzling Gleam doesn't is Rhydon. I'm not really too afraid of Rhydon because we have a lot of mons that 1v1 it and a few mons that just one-shot it. Well, okay, no mons that one-shot it, but basically we have 4 out of our 6 mons can take it on somewhat. So that's pretty good in my book. And yeah, I'm trying to think, and also Dazzling Gleam, if for anything, you know, it hits the Raikou better, so I can click Dazzling Gleam against the Raikou and it'll still do decent damage, as long as it's not calm-minded up or anything. But Tapu Koko's so good against this team, because his Wild Charge switches are very, very limited. Obviously Raikou resists, and Tapu Bulu resists, and Flygon and Rhydon are immune. Those 4 mons, well actually 3 of them came the last time, but with the Wild Charge, we do so much to Infectini, we do so much to Beedrill, we do so much to Licky Licky, to Miss Magius, and because of the Choice Scarf, we are guaranteed to outspeed his entire team. Tapu Koko outspeeds every mon on Champ's team. There's nothing that he can do to stop this. Tapu Koko will outspeed everything, as long as Flygon doesn't get to +2 with a Dragonlance. I know. Put your dick out of your hand, alright? Stop slapping the screen, alright? I know if he gets to +2 with something, okay, he'll outspeed then. But as it stands, anything that he brings to the team that he doesn't boost his stats with, Tapu Koko will outspeed, which is fucking awesome. And also, Brave Bird is nice as well because the only thing that we can't hit with Wild Charge, or one of the things we can't hit with Wild Charge is Tapu Bulu. Brave Bird does an absolute ton to Tapu Bulu, and U-Turn is there just for initiative. And we move on to Virizion, who's also running a Choice Scarf set. Now this might be a little bit too far, running another Choice Scarf mon. 2 weeks in a row, actually. I did the same thing as Funk, and that was for different reasons. Last week was because I was scared of a lot of setup mons. This week I'm doing it because 1, it's good against his team, but 2, I'm really fucking scared of his fucking setup mons. So if you take a look at his team, Victini can be Choice Scarf. With Virizion, we will outspeed that. Mega Beedrill, we will outspeed because we're Choice Scarf. I can't run Choice Scarf because it's Mega, of course. Raikou will more than likely not run the Choice Scarf. There's no reason for him to. There's nothing that he would outspeed except for Tapu Koko and Tornadus, which he beats both of them on its own. And if he runs Choice Scarf, he doesn't hit my team hard enough, while Virizion still hits his team relatively hard enough. But the reason that Virizion is so important with the Choice Scarf is Peasy. The Peasy didn't come to our game last time, and the reason for that is, I don't know. I actually never asked him. I kind of wish I did. Basically, he said that he couldn't figure out what set to run, but I never asked him in particular what was he thinking. And after taking a look at it, there's nothing really that PZ can do that, like, there's no type that if he runs it, I'm fucked, basically. because, like, again, Tapu Koko and Virizion are both Choice Scarf. So if Porygon Z does set up a conversion, both of them will still outspeed. And even though, like, whatever, no matter what type he turns into, a Sacred Sword plus a Wild Charge or Brave Bird or U-turn into Sacred Sword into U-turn again should be able to kill the Porygon. It might cost us 1 or 2 mons, but it will eventually kill the PZ. Also, Virizion will outspeed a Flygon if the Flygon has a +1 with the Dragon Dance. The reason I like Virizion the most, though, is because it single-handedly can 1v1 the Licky and the Rhydon, which is really awesome. I love Virizion. I think it has a great matchup against this team, besides a few things. Obviously, it can't touch the Victini, as long as I don't predict with Stone Edge. That's a little bit scary, but keep in mind, Victini has to come in on rocks, and so does the Beedrill. So I'm actually completely fine with clicking Close Combat on an incoming Victini. I don't care, because that's still going to do 20% on top of rocks. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And the reason I love Sacred Sword, if you don't know what it does, it ignores your target's stat changes. So, for example, if the Licky gets up 6 curses, we will still one-shot, basically, with Sacred Sword. That is awesome. The same will go for PZ. PZ, doesn't matter that he'll get the conversion, and he'll be able to take my hits. Sacred Sword will ignore his bulk, which is fucking awesome. And now we have 4 defensive mons. For the first week ever in the PCL, we're running more than 3 defensive mons, which is crazy. We're running Bronzong this week, leftovers Levitate with Gyro Ball, Earthquake, Toxic, and Rain Dance. Now, this set is kind of weird, because I couldn't figure out what to do with the last move. Rain Dance, you'll see, was what we fucking landed on. And that's because I just threw it on. I think it'll be funny if I whip it out and it'll actually work. But Gyro Ball, Earthquake, Toxic is all I need. I have Stealth Rock on Seismitoad coming up in a little while. But Gyro Ball and Earthquake are the only 2 offensive moves I need to take out his entire team. Gyro Ball does a ton of Beedrill, ton of Bulu, ton of Victini. Actually, no, doesn't do anything to Victini. But Earthquake does a ton of Victini. Earthquake does a ton of Empoleon, a ton of Raikou. If he sets up with the Porygon Z, I probably will just Toxic the PZ, just because I know Gyro Ball won't do anything, and he can't set up further than 1 conversion. It's not like Flygon, where he can get up to 2 Dragon Dances. Against Flygon, I Gyro Ball, because after Dragon Dance, I'm doing 70% with a Gyro Ball, which is absolutely fucking insane. So, yeah. Also, Bronzong literally walls the fuck out of the Flygon to Kingdom Come. There's nothing that the Flygon can do to touch me, unless he sets up like 6 Dragon Dances and then go for Fire Punch, but even then, if he's not a Life Orb, I think it's like a roll if it kills me or not. Because Flygon isn't too, physically, strong. It needs the setup to kill me. And if it sets up a Dragon Dance for a Bronzong, I go for Gyro Ball, it will do a ton. And like I said, Virizion and Tapu Koko will both outspeed. Now, Rain Dance, actually, I'll get to Rain Dance in a second. Toxic is there because I didn't want to run like Grass Knot for Rhydon, or like another offensive move for Licky. I want to run Toxic because Toxic is just nice against his team. I could Toxic the Raikou in front of me, and I can just, or I probably would just Earthquake. But just shut up, Connor. You should just fucking say what you mean to say. I want to Toxic the Licky. Licky is really fucking annoying. Because against stuff like Seismitoad and Regirock and Scizor, Licky can just wish and protect and wish and protect and wish and protect. If I get 1 Toxic on that Licky, that will not happen. And Virzion's there as well, so it really won't happen anyway. But it also hits the Rhydon as well. Rhydon's the other mon that's a little bit scary, which is why I'm running Levitate instead of Heat Proof. It was very, very 50-50. Do I want to wall the Victini, which I would if I run Heat Proof. I would literally wall the Victini to Kingdom Come. Or do I want to wall the Flygon and Rhydon? The reason that I went with Flygon and Rhydon walling capabilities with Levitate is because Victini will more than likely run special, and a physically defensive Bronzong wouldn't take on a Victini anyway. And I have so many things that beat Victini in Regirock and Seismitoad, and Tapu Koko and Virizion both outspeed it. And a physically defensive set of Bronzong does wall Flygon forever. It really, really doesn't die to Flygon. Even if he's Choice Banded, I don't think it 2-shots. And if he's Choice Banded, he goes for Fire Punch, we double into Regirock. Which is what exactly we'll do right now. Actually, we'll double on Regirock just in a moment. But Rain Dance is there just because if it's cool, if we're feeling fucking juicy as fuck, and the Tapu Bulu is in front of us, which he won't bring. He won't bring Tapu Bulu. By the way, if the 2 mons, if you're wondering, that he won't bring, I think it's Tapu Bulu and Napoleon. If he brings either of those, or both of those, I will be stunned, and then I'll be happy. But I don't think that'll happen. If I predict the Victini to come in on Bronzong, I'll Rain Dance. And then his V-Create will do nothing, because I'm physically defensive in the rain. It'll still do a lot, it'll still do like 50%, but we'll take it for sure. And if he's special and we Rain Dance, I might just stay in and not having, Regirock take a Grass Knot, which is exactly what we'll get to now. Regirock, running Assault Vest, Clear Body, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Stone Edge, and Earthquake, a specially defensive set this week. Regirock, I love Regirock. I really, really do. And I'm glad I picked it up because this whole season I've been thinking I really wanted Stab Stone Edge on my team. And I'm using Mega Aerodactyl in the Elysian Draft League right now. That is so fun to just click Stone Edge and get so much damage off. And I want to try Regirock. Obviously, very, very different mons. But Regirock is actually probably the second tank on my team besides Bronzong. I guess you can keep Seismitoad to a certain extent. Regirock, I think, is better at it because it's definitely more physically scary. With Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Stone Edge, and Earthquake, we literally body everything on his team. Everything gets one shot. Mega Beedrill gets one shot by Stone Edge. Tapu Bulu will take a ton from Ice Punch and can't swap in. Stone Edge will one shot the Victini after rocks. I think it's a bit of a. It depends. It depends on his Victini. Earthquake does so much to Raikou. Drain Punch does so much to Empoleon. We get a lot of health back. PZ is a little bit scary, and it's not scary at all because if he sets up with a conversion, the type that he turns into, it's more than likely we'll be able to hit it with something. I don't actually think there's a type in the game that I wouldn't be able to hit with these 4 moves. So, we're pretty much grand. We'll just click Stone Edge and see what happens. Against Flygon, Flygon tries a Dragon Dance in front of Regirock, and I click Ice Punch. That thing is just... I mean, okay, if he pops a Yachi Berry, okay, sure, and then he lives it, and he Earthquakes, and he possibly kills my Regirock. Then I go on a Verzion of Tapu Koko and Choice Scarf, and I just kill it. That's why it always comes back to that. And that's why I'm managing this game very, very carefully. I don't want anything to get too scary. Grobounable actually is pretty scary against my team. If he brings it, I'm going to be a little bit worried. Again, Tapu Koko, Verzion, and actually Mega Scizor just body it completely. There's nothing Grobounable can do to him. But it's still something we need to watch out for. And then Licky Licky and Rhydon, we both get recovery from with Drain Punch. Mismagius. Now, Mismagius is a mom that I haven't really brought up a lot. And the reason for that is because I don't think he'll bring it. But he will bring it for one reason alone. And that is, if he wants to Memento with Mismagius and go into Porygon Z afterwards, he could totally do that. But Regirock probably is my response to Mismagius. Now, if it runs like a Willow set, that could be pretty annoying. But Regirock isn't really here to, like, dish out a lot of damage. It's here to take hits and maybe get a little bit of chip off and force switches, which is more important, which rocks are coming up very, very soon on Seismitoad, so you'll see that in a second. Mega Scizor! Dynamo. Running the Scissorite, of course. U-turn, Bullet Punch. I said those backwards. Bullet Punch, U-turn, Roost, and Defog, especially defensive set. This thing takes less than 50% from a Choice Specs Raikou's Thunderbolt. That's really all I have to say, really. It's just good. It was the Beedrill. Beedrill can't touch this thing. Does less than 30% with Drill Run if he's, like, adamant. And does nothing with Knockoff. And then Bullet Punch does an absolute ton. Does over 50%, so... Bulu can't touch Scizor either, which is the other reason I don't think Bulu's going to come, because I've already named Bronzong, which Bulu can't touch at all. Now I'm naming Scizor that Bulu can't touch, which is actually really nice, because even if he brings Bulu... I mean, okay, sure, it was my Verzion. It'll take a hit from Tapu Koko and one-shot it. It'll destroy the Regirock, and it'll destroy the Seismitoad. But I have 2 mons that do, like, take it on. No problem. And actually would love to come in on Tapu Bulu. Unfortunately, Tapu Bulu could do this thing where, you know, he knows Scissor's coming in, so he doubles out into Victini. I could see that happening, and I'm going to be very, very wary of that. But I don't think Bulu's going to come anyway, just because it's too much. I mean, he could run a Choice Scarf set, but again, I'm going to keep going back to it. Verzion and Tapu Koko would still outspeed, because they're both Choice Scarf, and they naturally outspeed it, so that's great. I have Defog on here, not because I really am very, very afraid of rocks. I don't even think he got up rocks in our last game. Just in case we need to. It sucks because, actually, if you don't know, actually, I'm sorry, we dropped Kamala for Regirock, and it was active this week. I wish it was active last week, because then we fucking sorted. But, we activated for this week, so that's why Regirock is here and not something else, because we dropped Kamala. So, Scizor has Defog this week. I'm not really worried about it. I don't think we'll have to Defog, but if, you know, it's there if we need it. And Roost is there just for recovery in case, you know, we get a little bit worn down. This thing is really good against the team. And even, alright, in a wonderful mythical land where he gets the +2 with Flygon and, you know, Bronzong and stuff can't kill it, Bullet Punch with Scizor still does 30% min. So, I love Mega Scizor so much. And actually, Mega Scizor, if he doesn't run like Hidden Power Fire Mismagius, Mega Scizor is actually our check to Mismagius. I just realized that. Yep, it's actually our switching. Nice. And finally, we have Slippy the Sabertoad running the exact same set that we ran in Week 6 against Champ. Rindoberry, Water Absorb with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and Scald. 252 in HP, 116 in defense, 112 in special defense, with 28 in speed with an Impish Nature. This thing will wall a lot of things on his team. It was the Flygon and could take it on with Ice Punch. It could take on Victini and take a Grass Knot because of Rindoberry and do a ton with Earthquake. You already saw what it did to the Raikou. Fucking bodied that bitch in the last game. Went for Grass Knot, or Hidden Power Grass, I believe. We went for Earthquake and it fucking just... Ooh, it didn't kill it. It actually didn't kill it. But it did put it in range of rocks, which is very, very important. And also, this thing can possibly wall the Beedrill. It could take a Poison Jab. It could take a U-turn, no problem. If he stays in Earthquake, just destroys it. Seismitoad is great. It's great for rocks. It's probably our switch into Crabominable. Seismitoad was probably the mon that least had to come. It had Stealth Rock, which is nice. But the big reason it's here is because it's immune to Raikou's Volt Switch. So, you know, I don't want to be, you know, paranoid about Volt Switch because it really might not matter too much, but Raikou is always scary. And it's less scary now because not only do I have Scizor that one takes on a choice spec set, but so do I have Bronzong, whoa, Regirock. Actually Bronzong, yeah, Bronzong could eat a Thunderbolt or a Shadow Ball and then just body with Earthquake. I have 2 Choice Scarf mons which outspeed it. And, you know, Seismitoad I just wanted to bring it just in case. I don't think I'd change the ability. Nah. Oh! Would I do that? Should I do that? But do I run Swift Swim with Rain Dance? No. Do I? If I did that, in the Swift Swim, I would outspeed the Raikou, and the Flygon, and the Victini, but not the Beedrill. I'm gonna do it because I don't think the Empoleon is coming anyway. So, oh, if we get that to work, I'm gonna be so fucking hyped. That is the team going into Week 12, the final week of the regular season of the PCL. Like I said, Champ has everything to play for. If he wants even a sliver of a chance to go through the playoffs, he needs to defeat me. If I don't want to play Champ again, which I really don't, I have to beat him right here and end his PCL career. Not career, that's intense. End his PCL Season 3 season right here. I have no idea how it's going to go. Like I said, I'm really, really confident with this team. I think we've done everything we can with it. I know this team builder has been fucking 22 minutes, but I feel like this game is really, really hype, and it's the final season of the PCL not off season, what the fuck? Get your shit together! This is the final game of the PCL Season 3. If you guys are hyped, smash that like button down below first, and subscribe if you're not already, to become a member of the Aggronix. That being said, we're gonna get into the game, and hopefully I'm gonna fucking touch Champ's ass. Well, yeah, actually, I really hope that I do touch Champ's ass. Because you know I love Champ's ass, because that boy's ass is delightful. Let me just tell you something about Champ's ass. Champ's ass is so good. The one. Oh, okay. So it's been about a day since I recorded that team builder, and I'm much less hyped about this game. Not because I'm like bummed out about it. It's just like I've lost the hype basically, and I'm very, very worried about this game. This is the part where I start getting really anxious, and then I'm gonna start getting shit. I'm fucking knocking glasses together. Oops. But we're here. I will message Champ. Like I said, we're gonna fucking do our best, man. I mean, if shit goes wrong, like I said, this is not a game we have to win. But I would like to win it. Let me just fucking catch my breath here. So a few things before we get into this game. Where the fuck? Where is the team? There it is. Nothing's changed, by the way. Nothing's changed. It's just, dude, I'm so fucking nervous. And like I said, we don't have to win this game. It's not really a bother. I just don't want to get 6-0'd. So yeah. I think we're all good to go. All the EVs are right. you know, the 6 I think Champ will bring. I think he'll bring 5. To be honest, I think he'll bring 5. No, but I think he'll bring Victini, Raikou. I think those 2 are pretty much guaranteed. I don't really expect him not to bring them. I think Beedrill is very, very likely. Alright, dude. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna challenge him right now. Actually, I'm probably just gonna let him challenge me because I think he's going to. Things we need to look out for. Dude, straight up, if I lose, this is, I don't qualify for playoffs, so whatever. Or whatsoever. Hold up, gotta piss. Cool. This actually gives me a second just to basically relax. This is the final game of the PCL Season 3. What a fantastic fucking season, dude. What a great season. I've just had so much fun in this league, and I have to give shoutouts to everyone in the league. And the special ones especially, you know who you are, you know, Champ, of course, Kraft, Ian, Andrew, Milotic, who else was there? Thunder, you know, awesome people. Really, really awesome people. Everyone. And it's just, it's kind of bittersweet that the season's coming to an end. Next week, like I said, I don't know who we play. But if we beat Champ, we guarantee don't play Champ. So that's one thing. If we lose to Champ, we could place Champ as long as Potato loses. Potato, yes, there's a coach called Potato. We don't play them in the regular season, that's why you've never heard me probably name them before. But there is a Potato in the league. And basically, I need to lose 6-0, and Potato needs to lose 6-0 for Champ to make playoffs. So we don't have to you know, destroy Champ or even, like, you know, win by a margin. We just have to make it a close game, and he can't beat us, or basically, well, we make playoffs anyway, so, like, oh wait, shit, sorry, whoops. I just need to change Scizor, because I'm gonna remember that shit now, because I got in trouble for it last week. By the way, guys, the Nox game, I don't know if you, like, maybe clicked off the video before the end of that, but basically, we decided that... Where is the fucking thing? Where is the thing? I can't find it. I'm gonna fucking close the PCL thing because it's fucking with the thing. Where's this Champ? I can't find the... Oh, stop. There it is. Well, let's see. Let's see what he brings. I think we're going to see the Victini, Raikou, Beedrill, and then maybe 3 defensive mons like Licky Licky, Rhydon, and... no, I don't think Empoleon. Maybe Tapu Bulu, like a defensive Tapu Bulu. Why is the Pokemon shutdown? Okay, it's good. I'm so fucking nervous, dude. I'm so fucking nervous. Leads on our end. Well, we'll decide once we get into the game. I haven't really thought about leads too much. Rocks are really, really important to get up, because they're... There we go. So he does bring... Wow, he doesn't bring Rhydon. And he does bring Empoleon, which is crazy. But he does bring the Raikou, the Victini, the Flygon, and the Porygon Z. Now, like I said, Virizion does have Sacred Sword. So for whatever reason the Porygon Z starts to get a little bit out of hand, we're good. Keep in mind also, Virizion, his only resistance to close combat is Victini, which is huge. So just keep that in mind. Leads on our end, I think we're going to lead with... I actually think Tapu Koko. And the reason for this is because Empoleon, I think, is a pretty likely lead. And we do have the Regirock there, which you can take on a lot of things on his team besides the Empoleon. Empoleon's a mon I didn't really expect to come, but we don't struggle with it. It's just something that we need to be careful about. Good luck, have fun, my man. I'm going to lead with Tapu Koko. If he leads with Flygon, I'm going to double out straight immediately because I can't risk, you know, just dying. I'm going to lead with Tapu Koko because I think Empoleon could lead. I'm so fucking nervous. I hate the way my chair... I'm actually, like, shaking. And my chair, I can feel it, like, vibrating underneath me. It's annoying. But it's kind of fun. I'm going to predict the Empoleon or the Licky Licky lead. If he does get up rocks, I do have Defog and Scizor, so we don't have to worry too much. If he leaves with Porygon, I might just Wild Charge. No, I wouldn't Wild Charge. I'd probably... would I? I don't know, you see. Tapu Koko is actually really good as well because its only resistance is to Wild Charge, of course, Flygon. He does it with Spitfire Flygon, so... This thing could very, very easily be Choice Scarf or Focus Sash or something like that, and I do not want to lose my Tapu Koko turn 1, and I think Earthquake is very, very likely, so I'm going to go straight into Bronzong. Because we can get a Toxic off on something then, and his only resistance is Empoleon. Actually, I'll probably Earthquake first, just in case the Empoleon comes ready, because Empoleon doesn't have any reliable recovery besides Wish from Licky Licky. But we have a few mons that can beat it. If Scizor gets burned, it's not the worst thing in the world because he didn't win the Beedrill. So we're going to go into Bronzong, as he does withdraw, and he goes into Sparks the Raikou. So, the Electric Terrain is up. This is going to do a lot of damage to something, unfortunately. I could go into Seismitoad, trying to catch the Volt Switch. I think I will, because I want to risk it really, really badly. And then my Bronzong, so he could also just go for Shadow. If he goes for Shadow Ball, he wouldn't go for Shadow Ball though. I think I'm going to go for Earthquake. If he goes for Shadow Ball, I'd rather Bronzong take. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I could also go into Regirock. I could do a few things. If he Hidden Power Grasses and I go into Seismitoad, that could be really, really scary. So I don't want to just do it right away. And we always have the leftovers, so... The Electric Terrain is up though. I really, really think he'll Thunderbolt. He goes for Volt Switch. Cool. Alright, so here comes the funny decision. Do we go for Earthquake or Stealth Rock? To be honest, I think we might actually double out into Scizor. Do we double out into Scizor? His switch into this thing is Licky Licky or Porygon Z. I think I will Earthquake because he has no switch into it. Other than Licky Licky, Flygon has a switching because I Ice Punch the next turn, body it. So I think I will. I could also go on a Virizion, but I think I'm gonna Earthquake. He goes for Hidden Power Grass. We eat that. We go for Earthquake. Does a lot of damage. Puts him in range of Stealth Rocks, which we are most definitely going to save right here, and we're going to go into, I think, Virizion. I kind of want to predict a Volt Switch, but to be honest, Virizion will actually take it the best. So I'm going to go into Virizion. Virizion will take it the best. If he makes a middle ground play and goes for, like, I don't know, like Shadow Ball, it'll be fine. Goes Hidden Power Grass, or of course, the electric move will still be fine. If he does click Volt Switch, I'm going to be... I think he will. But I think rocks are more important than a little bit of health on Virizion, to be honest. And if he goes into Victini, it could be a little bit scary, but we still have a great switch in Regirock, which comes in basically every single time. And I'm glad I got the Seismitoad play right there, because he could have very, very easily Hidden Power Grass the first time. And then we'd be really, really stuck. But I thought, because the Electric Terrain was up, he really, really want to try to take advantage of it. And I'm glad I pulled the trigger on it. So, starting off this game pretty well. The fucking Raikou will be dead as long as we get up rocks. So we do swap out into Virizion, as he does click Hidden Power Grass again. So, right here, we just click Close Combat. To be honest, we just click Close Combat. There's nothing else to do. I could double out into Regirock, predicting... He really doesn't have a switch into this, other than Victini. Or just stay in. So I'm going to Close Combat. I think he might actually stay in, because this thing will die to rocks. And I have three possible Stealth Rockers on my team. I think he knows. If he goes into Victini, it'll take 30%. And that's really, really good with me. With Seismitoad, we can get up rocks on something. So, yeah. I think it'll be fine. think it'll be fine. Yeah, he said he knew that was coming. I knew it too, but I'm so glad I made the play. We'll see what he does right here. I think he will. What does he do? I think he stays in. To be honest, I think he lets Raikou die, which would be a huge weight off my shoulder. We know he's not Choice Scarf because he obviously swept up his moves. He went from Volt Switch and then him Power. So if he does stay it, he will die right here. He'll know that I'm Choice Scarf, which is a little bit scary, but it's not the end of the world. He does into Empoleon or Licky Licky, they will die. He does stay in, and he just lets Raikou go down. So he's going to take the hit right here, and he's going to know that we're Choice Scarf. If he goes in a V for Vendetta, I think he U-turns right here, but I don't think it changes my play. I think I go into Regirock every single time. He could also Dazzling Gleam, but Regirock is still my play. If he U-turns and he goes into Flygon, we can take a hit, like an Earthquake or something, and just Ice Punch it and do a ton. I think he will U-turn though. But if he does, I flip close combat and then I take a U-turn at -2. That's still going to do a lot. I think he... Does he Energy Ball? He knows that Regirock is such an easy play for him, so he could obviously also go in a Flygon. I'm going to go in a Bronzong. Bronzong isn't too important. He's just kind of there as an extra wall. I'm going to go to Bronzong. Ah, he goes for Blue Flare, good play. Fuck, we see his Life Orb right here. That's very, very unfortunate. We know he's Life Orb though, which is good information. So we go to Regirock right now. We go to Regirock and we do stuff. Now, I have a few plays. I could click Drain Punch, predicting the Licky Licky or the Empoleon. See, I knew Blue Flare was possible because there's always a chance of the burn. But, PZ comes in, I'm really not scared because I still have Virizion in the back. I think he will swap into the Licky Licky, but I'm still going to click Stone Edge. It's still my play. He could also click go on Empoleon, which I would do. An Energy Ball, we take 2. He swaps out, he does go on a Spitfire, the Flygon, so we're going to get off a good amount of damage right here. Now, question time. Did I fucking... Please tell me I sent over my set. I did, thank God. Flygon. If you're Choice Banded, can you kill a Regirock? You cannot. You straight up can't. And Ice Punch will easily kill. If he's Yachi Berry and he Dragon Dances, we actually still live an Earthquake. And we still have Virizion in the back. So I'm going to click Ice Punch. Goes for Earth Power, we eat that, no problem. He's actually special. And he just dies. So, that's cool. I think he definitely, obviously, he knows that we are, of course, fucking, what's it called? He knows we're Assault Vest right now. Regirock picking up his first kill, I'm really happy about that. And that was nice. Because I knew I could take anything, even if he was Choice Band or Earthquake, it wasn't doing anything. So, getting up, I mean, rocks might not be too important. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But Bronzong dying, I still actually think that was the right play. Because it means we killed the Flygon. If we swapped in a Regirock and he burned us with Blue Flare, we'd be properly fucked. And Bronzong really didn't do anything against his team, other than wall the Flygon, which we just fucking got rid of, and 2 Mons outsped. So, I'm really happy with that play. Because Bronzong, all it did was toxic the Licky Licky, which Virizion one-shots. So, yeah. So, I think he does go into Empoleon right here. I think Empoleon is his only play. I think Empoleon is his only play. And he maybe tries to get up rocks. He gets a free Scald, which is a bit unfortunate. I mean, I could try to double into Seismitoad, but if he Grass Knots straight away, that could be very, very scary. I might go on a Scizor and then U-turn on the Empoleon and then go on a Seismitoad, because then he definitely won't Grass Knot, he'll Scald. And then I outspeed with Seismitoad, I outspeed the Empoleon. with Seismitoad. If he's like Swords Dance Empoleon, that could be a little bit scary. But like Aqua Jet, but Virizion still takes it, so it's not really that big a deal. He does go into Licky Licky. That is interesting. So, worst thing you could do is like Toxic or Wish, of course. I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go straight into Tapu Koko. Let me think. Yeah, I want health back with this thing. I'm going to Drain Punch. We do have speed, which is interesting. That does very, very little, but we get a lot of health back. He goes for knockoff, which is cool. I'm going to Drain Punch again. And I'm glad I didn't swap and do fucking Tapu Koko, because losing our Choice Scarf could be really, really scary. Now, the Victini is Life Orb. And the PZ is obviously... I mean, he might not be, but even if he's Choice Scarf, we do have speed. So, I think he actually might go into Empoleon now. So maybe I should Earthquake, but I still want... I mean, Drain Punch will still do a lot to Empoleon, so it's not really that big a deal. You go for another Drain Punch. It's another extra bit of damage as he goes for Earthquake. There's very, very little. This is definitely a war that we win right here. I kind of want to Stone Edge right here. Or Earthquake, actually. Because I don't know if he has Wish, Earthquake, Knockoff, Earthquake. I'm going to... We showed Earthquake? We haven't. I'm going to Drain Punch again. We need to see Wish. Do we see Wish? No, Earthquake. He's not wishing. I'm surely he has Wish. Knockoff Earthquake. Can this thing touch Seismitoad? We get another bit of health back. Another Drain Punch should be able to kill as he goes for Earthquake. I'm going to go for my last Drain Punch, and it should... Yes, it does. It does kill. So, he gets to go into Victini here, and he does get to kill. Regirock picking up 2 kills. He does get to kill with Victini. I do stay in, because an Energy Ball might not kill if... I mean, he is Life Orb. And we're not Assault Vest anymore, but we are still max Bedef, and if he's not, we'll see. I love Regirock. I think it's really, really good. Do we keep it? No, I think Regirock dies right here, no matter what he goes into. If he goes in a Porygon, I will just stay in. If he goes in Empoleon, I will just stay in. Because we can't 1v1 Empoleon, of course, because Scald is super effective, but we can still get a lot of damage off, and we should be able to take 1 or 2 Scalds. We have a little bit of speed investment, but Empoleon still does have speed, so... But now his team is very, very weak to Tapu Koko, Choice Scarf, Wild Charge. So, kind of wish I went into Seismitoad there and Stealth Rock, but he still has Empoleon on the back with more than likely Defog, so we'll see what happens. The Victini is still really, really annoying because while Victini is alive, I can't just spam close combat with Virizion. And he does go into that Victini. I think I just stay in and hope that I live. I could go on a Scizor, or I could even go on a Virizion, but I can't do anything once I get in, so I'm going to Stone Edge. And he does take me out, which is unfortunate. So, let me just check something. Virizion is how I win. Virizion is absolutely how I win this game. So, if Tapu Koko has to die here just to get off damage on... And it does just have to die, I think. He was a Saw Vest. Interesting. So I could go on a Tapu Koko, U-turn, and then go on a Seismitoad. I could also Wild Charge. No, yeah, that's what I do. I Wild Charge, go on a Virizion, and then Close Combat 3 times. He might... I see, he might die to thing. I'm gonna click Wild Charge though. Wild Charge is absolutely the play. Wild Charge is absolutely the play. I think we have this game. If not, Scizor might be able to clean it up with close combat, or with Bullet Punch if something does go wrong, like if the Porygon is able to set up. But we didn't get Rocks up, which was the plan. But I don't think it will matter right here. We'll go for Wild Charge. If he doesn't kill, which it won't, he'll go for life. He'll go for an attack. He might kill himself with Life Orb. And I hope he doesn't. I hope he actually lives this. No, I can't Brave Bird because close combat still doesn't do enough, so I have to Wild Charge. He does live the Life Orb, which is great. Which is absolutely fantastic to us. And I'm just going to check, but I'm pretty sure Virizion does kill. Yeah, Choice Scarf, definitely. Not Choice Band, right? Choice Scarf, just making sure. Definitely does. Definitely does. We go into this thing, we click Close Combat. Now, the only thing is right now, okay? The only thing is, he can still win. If he goes into Empoleon, lives the Close Combat, and burns us with Scald. That could still happen. We kill the Victini. That could still happen. Seismitoad, see, Empoleon was always scary if he brought it if the right Mons died for him. He does go on a King Ping the Empoleon. How much is Empoleon taking? This thing definitely eats. Definitely eats it for dinner. Definitely eats it for dinner. Do I just stay in? I'm at -2. How well do I take a... Actually, do I take an Ice Beam plus -2? We do. We do. I think I'm going to go into Seismitoad. Just in case. Yeah. Oh shit, he burned us! Shit, that wasn't in the plan. I forgot I wasn't Water Absorber, I have Swift Swim. I didn't want to risk the drink. He actually just goes for Scald, well. And again, if the Porygon sets up, we still have Sacred Sword in the back, so it's okay. I don't know what item this is. It could very, very well be Chocolberry. If I was Water Absorber right now, we'd be in a great position. But we do get a crit on the Earthquake, which is appreciated. And I believe... Come back to this... Actually, whoa. Rolled 64 men. He's at 66. It's a roll, but it's in my favor. If he's Choppleberry, but he clicks Scald though. He might not have an attack for me. I'm gonna click Close Combat. I'm really hoping he is Choppleberry. If he burns a Scald right here, I'm gonna be really upset. Oh! Thank God. So, that is the game. Champ cannot be upset. That is not hacks. We get the crit on the thing, which didn't matter. It didn't matter at all, the crit. But the crit didn't matter. Crit didn't matter. Why did it matter? I don't know why he thinks it mattered so much. Because 2 close combat still... No, but the burn would have. Yeah. Totally. But I'm glad you didn't get it. So, he can't be upset about not getting hacks. If for whatever reason the Porygon comes in and it somehow fucking gets up a thing... we get another crit there. We can still Bullet Punch with Scizor. And Scizor is especially defensive, so we still would... if he does set up, we'll still kill him with the second one. So he has to attack right here, and then Scizor should be able to live 1 hit, Bullet Punch. And if we don't kill right here, which I think we should, or at least do 90%. We're doing 90%. So that's going to be the game. I believe it's going to be a 1-0. because I don't think the Verzion will kill right here, but we will do like 90%. If he's like a lot of bulk, he might take like, we'll see. It does straight up win! Oh my god, Verzion! Verzion killed Empoleon. Flygon? No, Raikou. And that is it. A 2-0 in our favor. That game, you know, there were a little bit of hiccups. The Bronzong, actually, I really stand by the Bronzong play. I'm really happy about that. We didn't get up rocks, but it didn't matter in the end. I'm really, really happy about. Oh, I'm just so happy about that. I'm really, really, really happy about that game. We do take the 2-0 win, and we do finish second overall guaranteed, because Kraft, if he got a 6-0 and we lost, or as long as we lost and he got a high enough score, he would pass us out, but we did win, so we're going to finish second in the PCL Season 3. And what a season. What a season to go out on. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. This season was great. You know, highs and lows, but at the end of it, I think we all can say that it was a fun season, and the playoffs are coming very, very soon. Guys, do not go anywhere, because the playoffs are coming up next week. I have no idea who I'm going to be playing. I might make a video in the middle of the week just talking in general about the playoffs and the looks of the schedule. I think I actually will do that, because that sounds kind of fun. But I can safely say right now for you guys that Champ will not be in the playoffs, which means we don't have to play him, which is really, really good, because you see right there. You see right there. Now, we could have made it a higher score if we just clicked close combat the first time and he didn't kill. If I was water absorb fucking... I was trying to be smart. I was trying to run Swift Swim Rain Dance. If I brought water absorb, it would have been great, because I assumed he'd have grass knot, but he obviously didn't. But yeah, that's the game. That's the game. If you guys have enjoyed this, make sure to have you slam the like button down below first. Whoa! Smash that motherfucking like button down below first, and subscribe for already to become a member of the Aggronix. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful day, and return next week for our first game of the playoffs. That being said, bye bye.